Hello Nima, how are you?
Hello, good to see you, sir. I'm very good. How are you?
Very good, very good.
Amazing.
How did you get to the hotel?
Actually, I live a bit far from the hotel, so I had to take my car because it's getting very hot in Marbella. It's summer already, and
Summer arriving.
yeah, that's why I came with the car, and it was not hard to find you because the hotel is very popular in the city.
So let's start.
Yes, sir.
Could you please tell me briefly about yourself something?
Yes, I have a bachelor and master degree from La Roche University in Marbella. I think you probably know the university.
Very famous university.
Thank you. Yeah, I graduated in 2015,
Yes.
and since then I was working in the industry.
Industry, and what work experience do you have?
Yes, sure. In HR department or
Yes.
in general?
HR first, and then you tell me
Yes.
something about
And in HR department, right after I finished in La Roche, I started to work for Marriott Hotel,
Yes.
Marriott Resort in Costa del Sol, which is again in Marbella.
Very nice.
I had 6 months of management training in HR, and after I finished, they liked probably the way I was working there, so I got hired by Marriott and worked for another 2 years as HR manager until they closed down the hotel for renovation.
Yeah, I've heard about that. So you
Yeah.
finished your internship and then started working
Right away. Yeah.
HR manager. Very
Yes.
nice.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Thank you very much.
And now I'm gonna ask you some questions regarding your experience, how you worked.
Sure.
So how do you decided whom to hire between equally qualified people?
If the applicants that we have the exact same education level and exact same experience level, let's say, I would always look at their attitudes and their behavior and their hobbies on their CV, because that represents who they are and who is actually going to work for us, and how they are going to behave in regards to our clients and our customers.
Very nice.
Thank
And in your experience,
Yeah.
you had and you worked as any other thing or only HR manager? You've worked.
No. Before I come to La Roche,
Yes.
I used to work in restaurants and in hotels, and that's how I got interested in the industry, and then I opened my own restaurants for a few years. So I have altogether, I have around 5-6 years of experience in the industry.
So you used to work. You know how to work as teamwork. You know.
Yes. We worked in big hotels like Sheraton, Marriott, as I said, and big restaurants. So
Okay.
we know how the teamwork goes. And since I started myself as a waiter, I know how I should treat the people who are working for you, because it's a hard work.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So, and another question.
Yes,
How would you calm down someone that have not been selected in a face-to-face interview?
This is a possible situation that usually all the hotel managers and HR managers especially encounter, because there are some people whom you don't want for the job right at the moment, or who are not the correct candidates for you. So always first I try to tell them how good they can be, how good they are, and I will let them know that I'm going to keep their CVs with me, and we will put them in the archive, so that later, if there is an opening in a position, we will go through the CVs, and that's how we try to keep them calm.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So, now I'm gonna ask you some questions about more behavioral questions.
Sure, yes.
So, give me an example of a goal that you met while working in the HR department.
Yes. When I was working in Marriott, the staff turnover when I started was more than 20%, which was a very high number for a brand, for a good brand. What we did was to implement the correct decisions and implement the correct training and incentive ideas and compensations to make them passionate, make them want to work, and we managed to reduce this staff turnover from 25 to less than 5% in a year.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Another question. Describe a decision that you've made which has been unpopular, that the employees didn't like, but you still implement it.
yes.
How did you do it?
When we were working in the Marriott, the managers and directors of food and beverage, they were not happy with the results that they were analyzing at the end, and we realized that unfortunately the people who are working there, they actually do not have enough training and experience and knowledge about what they are actually doing. So we had to put them all in the training again, and this was not popular because nobody wanted to go through all the training from the very beginning. What we had to do was, as I told you, to implement incentives and compensations by giving them 2 nights free stay in our hotel, or 5% increase in their salary for 1 month, just to make them happy, to know that we want them to be better. It's good for themselves and for us as well.
Okay. Very nice.
Thank you.
So finally, Nima,
Yes.
you would, from 1 to 10, how much would you like to get this position?
For me, it's 10 out of 10. I would really love to have this job.
You would like to work with us in an opening?
Yes,
You know?
for sure. For
Okay.
sure. I would love to work with you. It's a pleasure and honor for me to
Okay,
work.
perfect. Nima, we will
Thank you
get you.
very much.
We will give you some information soon. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you, sir.
very
Thank
much,
you.
sir.